An ad that needs to reach Indigenous Australians living in remote areas? Advertising on ICTV is an extremely effective way of communicating your message. ICTV can deliver your message in a way that connects community members and encourages positive engagement. If you would like to advertise with ICTV, contact us via our website or check us out on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. ICTV, showing our way.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. A different colour represents each category. Our sport is light blue and showcases old and new sports games, documentaries and carnivals from all over the country. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way. Head to ictv.com.au/languages, ICTV's Indigenous language online resource that aims to preserve and strengthen Indigenous languages. You can access videos according to language group and according to your learning level. ICTV, showing our way.
Hello and welcome to ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Women's Competition Preliminary Final. We've got Rovers versus West. It's being played in Alice Springs at Traeger Park, the centre of Australian football. My name is Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Cheryl Lee Taylor. And Cheryl Lee, we've got a replay of last year's grand final, but there's only going to be one of these teams in the big one next week.
Well, that's right. Just starting a week earlier than last year. I think should be in for a cracker of a game here.
Yeah, that grand final last year, Rovers won it. 6 points was the margin. Let's hope we get something like that today. Just give you a little bit of a lead in on how they've fared against each other during the course of the season. West won in round 1 by 60 points, but I think that's a bit of an aberration. In round 7, Rovers by 13 points, and then in round 12, Rovers by 8 points. So those last 2 games probably the better indicator that we might be in for a close one, and they're playing for the right to meet Federal in next week's grand final. I think that might be Federal's first ever women's grand final.
Yeah, I think you might be right there, Stan. They've only recently joined the senior women's comp in the last maybe 2 or 3 years. So, yeah, that'll be their first one. Obviously, their senior men gone straight through. So, yeah, Feds, both men and women waiting for the outcomes of today's games to see who they play next week.
You mentioned Rovers won last year, so they're fighting for the right to try and make it back-to-back. And Westies are trying to get themselves into their 4th straight grand final. They haven't had much luck, though, in the previous 3. They lost all of them.
Yeah, that's right. And, I think West have really come a long way in terms of their skill level, but they've certainly got the fitness to back them up, which obviously helps when you've got a big oval like Traeger Park here.
Looks like we're nearly ready to go. Umpire Phil Nipris, one of the 2 central umpires. The other, the great KB, Kenny Braun. That's great to see. Very good player in the men's competition. Great to see him getting out there and helping with the umpiring.
Yes, yeah, no, it's always good to see past players come out, and I always say they make the best umpires because they know how the game goes.
Well, we're in readiness. Phil Nipris holds the ball aloft. West to be kicking towards the basketball stadium end of Traeger Park. Rovers going towards what we call the gap end. And Westies got the first tap away. They're not going to get the centre clearance though.
Straight to Briley Kerrin, who gets it to her teammate, who then sends it through. And I'm not sure whether they're going for Cayenne or Ebony McCormack there. The ball now has spilled down. We've got a bit of a tussle, a fight for clean possession. Dorina Hanson, by the looks of it, gets hands out to Campbell, who then sends it up and sends it in the McCormack direction. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to take it. Demi Braun's picked it up and she's chucked it on the boot, and she scored first goal in the first game. In the first quarter of this game, Stan.
And in the first minute, and Demi Lee Braun, daughter of
Wayne Braun.
Wayne Braun.
Yep. So another, I suppose, legend of Traeger Park, you'd have to say.
Yeah, I remember in my radio days back in the late 90s, early 2000s, that far side wing over there, we used to call it the Wayne Braun wing. Such was his dominance over on that part of the ground. The South supporters used to all gather over there as well, and he loved to turn it on in front of his own fans. Great start for the Double Blues.
Yeah, it looked like, the daughter's taken on the other wing, so maybe they'll do a bit of a family wing there.
Ashley Lynch, I think, is the one in the ruck there for the Double Blues. But West that get the centre clearance kick. It'll go up towards the attacking 50. Foot races on out to the half-back flank. Not bad play. A little handball back there by Shanika Hayes. And now the kick will go forward for Rovers up towards the wing. Got DeLacy Hanson there leading in the race for the footy. Now the West players arrive, and there's 4 on to 1. Little tap forward and then a soccer off the ground. Gets the ball moving in Rovers' direction again. Eventually West from the half-back flank. A little kick that gains some ground up towards the wing where the footy was taken by Gigi Dads, who kicks towards the half-forward flank for West.
Yeah, and we've got Rovers who are able to just clear it out a bit, and they've gone in the direction of Mel now. She wasn't able to take possession, but we've got Reggie Walker and Cayenne Campbell going on the ground. Reggie's come out with it.
KB's right there.
He was there saying, yep, you held on to it a bit too much. So Cayenne is Campbell. She's taken the kick on the 50. She's going to send it into Dorina Hanson, who's
nice
got some very safe hands there too.
A couple of ladies that have played some good footy throughout the season. Dorina's been down and played some SANFL football over the years. Cayenne's dad played AFL. They're both very skillful. They've both been amongst the goals this year.
Yeah, that's right. Dorina sends it
Nice
in.
kick.
She's made the distance. The goal umpire hasn't moved whatsoever, and that now takes Rovers to 2 goals straight in the first, not even 3 minutes of this game.
You mentioned that they both kicked a couple of goals just as Dorina was lining up. The foot skills by both those ladies in that passage of play were excellent. The pass from Kyan Campbell was a beauty, but the set shot too from Dorina Hansen, as we see on the Amara live action replay, it's pretty well copyable. Tech stuff. Straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Great start to the Double Blues. 2 straight 12. West yet to score.
Dorina also coming fourth in the goal kicking for the competition, and second in the Margaret Little medal.
Originally from Tennant Creek.
Yes, originally from Tennant Creek.
Cheerio to you, mob up there in the town with the heart of gold.
As West win the tap out, they've sent it in towards their forward direction. It's gone to ground as West try to clear it out. There seems to be, can't see who that is.
Might be Michelle Ellis, number 7 out there for West.
Very good player, but just unable to take possession. Ball goes into the West 50, but there's just a Rover player all by herself, and that looks like Briley Kieran.
Yep.
Briley's gone, yep, I'll take that, thank you. She sends it into, looks like Keely Bishop direction. Keely's taken a nice mark. She's going to send it out to...
Another good kick.
Yeah.
Betty Mayeki.
That's Betty. Rovers are just playing very good football here, just possession football, and some very nice skills. As Ebony McCormack Miller goes up for the ball, unable to take it. She's swings around on the 50, sends it in. There's no one there. No one's able to take possession. Cayenne, there's been a great shepherd there by Mel. Cayenne tries to go for a sneaky kick, but it's smothered by the defence of Westies.
Yeah, well done, Bridie Carmichael, to get the smother there. Kyan Campbell was threatening to kick the goal. The Double Blues doing all the scoring. 2-1-13, West yet to score. Kick in for West. Goes into the back pocket on the Gap Road side of the ground. And now they'll clear the defensive 50. That one went over the head of the intended target. Florence Burke, Flobo, in pursuit out there for Westies. She has to apply the tackle in the end. Gave her teammate a little opportunity. Now Florence Burke picks it up. A kick forward smothered. And now the Double Blues an opportunity to go forward. Is that DeLacy Hansen again? She's had a few kicks already. If it was, kick inside the attacking 50 now for the Double Blues. That kick will go across the face of goals. Waiting underneath it, Kyan Campbell. Couldn't quite hold on to the mark. And umpire KB Braun right there to call for a ball up about 35 metres out from the Rovers goal. It's all one-way traffic at the moment, Shirley.
Yeah, that's right. And, West just weren't able to capitalise. They had 2 against 1 there. On the far side, and weren't able to come out, and now it's gone to Rovers. Ebony will receive a free kick for a push in the back.
One of the all-time greats of women's football in Central Australia. I think she's got a couple of Margaret Little medals.
Yes, most definitely, and also second for the goal kicking in the competition.
And might look down the list, she's probably 4th in the medal as well. And,
I think she might have been 3rd as she kicks the 3rd goal for Rovers. She was 4th, Stan, you were right.
Yeah, she's been a great player pretty well since the start of women's football here in Central Australia. We see on the Amara live action replay, going back and doing what she's done hundreds of times, I suppose. Set shot for goal and putting it through at Traeger Park. Just mentioned the coaches too. We've got Anthony Maguire for Rovers, and a coaching combination for Feds, Hope McSkean and Emily Johnson, and Hope's pulled the boots on, so in a playing role as well today.
Yeah, always feel sorry for those playing coaches. You've just got so much going on. As the ball goes up, West are in the tap. There's like a clean possession taken out as we head in the Ellis direction. She takes a nice chest mark. She's looking for her options. She's just going to send it straight down the middle.
50.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, the umpire saw something. The whistle went.
Yep. Maybe she went over the mark.
Yeah, or could have been someone running through that protected area these days. I struggle to see it sometimes. Well, this is a golden opportunity for West to get there first, and they need it.
Yeah, look, and she's a very good kick, Michelle Ellis.
15 goals during the course of the year. If the stats on the website are right.
As she lines up. Distance. Nice. No one's moved. apart from the Westies who are celebrating their first goal.
I tell you what, this is a bright start to the game. 4 goals on the board already. I look at the double chart semi last week, and the scores there were Federal 1 goal 5 to West 2 points. So it's a fair bit different to that one.
It is. As we see everyone come back and reset, we're going to have umpire Kenny Braun do the ball up in the middle.
Oop,
as he
skills.
fumbles. Yeah.
Oh, we might not have got that one on the screen, but KB had a fumble there. You wouldn't have done that in the old days.
No, that's right.
That tap's been won by Westies, and the ruckman actually got a handball for it as well. Delise Jenner. Pack over the top of it. Then umpire Ken Braun will call for a ball up. It's just forward of the centre circle, heading towards the west end of the ground. They actually tap it back in Rovers' direction, trying to break through the tackle, but unable to do so. Rachel Devine will get another ball up on the cricket pitch.
On the cricket pitch. Wouldn't like to go down on that.
No.
As the ball goes up and looks like Demi Braun's going to come out with the ball. No, she's been dispossessed of the ball. There's still a fight, a bit of a push in the back, wasn't seen by the umpire. But anyway, the ball goes into the Rovers 50. Cayenne Campbell manages to take possession. She's looking for Ebony Miller. Abbott McCormack, sorry.
Oh, that's what we're used to saying because, married now.
Yeah. So, look. Probably same distance as the other one, but on a slightly more of an angle. I don't think she will miss from here, and she hasn't.
Quick response to Westie's first goal. The Double Blues have got 4 on the board. 4-1, 25 to 1 straight goal, 6. Still over 5 minutes to go in the opening term. They look pretty hot today at the moment, and Cayenne Campbell creating some headaches up in the forward line. Demi Braun's certainly got pace, and we cannot accuse Kenny Braun of being biased. Demi Lee had a little bit of a dive out there on the half-forward flank, and Ken just said, play on, Braun or not.
Yeah, maybe he's like, oh, yeah, you're tough enough to take it? I don't know. Maybe a little family politics there. We've got Nipris back in the centre now as he sends the ball up, or he's about to send the ball up. West win the tap again, but no one's been able to take clean possession of it. We see Demi Braun, she's going in for it. No, that is Dorina Hansen. She's gone in, taken clean possession, sent it into Ebony McCormack, who wasn't able to take the mark, but she's there fighting, still going hard for it. She's been able to pick it up. She's going to send it into goal. Snapshot. No, wasn't quite enough there.
Nearly a hat-trick of goals in the first quarter for Ebony Abbott McCormack.
That's right.
Doesn't roll off the tongue like Miller. Cheerio to the Miller family too. My old mate Chippy. Westies to bring the ball back into play. They'll do so with a short little kick into the back pocket where the mark's been taken by Bridie Carmichael.
Yeah, there's not too many options here. Rovers are playing very tight. As we see, I thought Cayenne might have been able to take it, but wasn't to be the case. It's gone out of bounds.
4 minutes to go in the opening term. Rovers 4-2, 26-1. West 1 straight goal, 6. So that margin is 20 points, and there's a free kick picked out over there. Not too sure what it was all about.
Yeah, so Lara Harding, she's played on. She sent the ball in the direction of Ebony Abbott McCormack, who has been able to just keep the ball in play. She's done some hands but wasn't able to make it to her teammate. Instead, Westies have managed to clear it out, but just to Lara Harding again on the 50. She sends the ball back in. She centred it, and a beautiful mark taken by Doreen Hansen, who's played on. Unfortunately, wasn't able to capitalise on that. But she's got some great hands, Dorina Hansen.
Yeah, look, probably could have gone back and had the set shot. She kicked the set shot from a similar spot earlier on, but when you turn around, you've taken a mark and you see some space and the goal's in front of you. The inclination is to go towards them.
Yeah, that's
point on
right.
the board, let off for Westies. Short kick in goes into the back pocket. Successful one. Fullback kicking it in was Sally Crisp.
I think she played her 100th game last week. I could be wrong, but might have to fact check that one.
Good achievement these days in the CAFL. We don't get as many games as we used to in yesteryear. Rovers go forward inside 50. There is Ebony Abbott McCormack again with the mark, and now she's going to play on. Won't have the distance on the kick. Juggling attempt to mark. There might have been the other Hansen. And now Dorita Hansen picks up and hits the post with the left foot. So kicking with both sides of the body.
That's right, and I thought she had that. I was about to mark it down, but not to be the case.
That would work. So both the Hansons having a good first quarter. DeLacy in the number 8 and Dorina in the 18. Short kick in for West. Unable to take the mark in the back pocket there. Bridie Carmichael. The ball out of bounds for a boundary thrown in the snake pit pocket.
Yes, that's right. We'll Rovers are playing a very tight game as well. There's they've got a couple of spares. I'm not sure where the Westies are, so we'll see how we go as the ball comes back in. Kyan Campbell, she's there on the ground going for the ball, as is Westies. Westies can't seem to get a clean possession out. It's been a bit of a kick as we send it into... it's been held up. The pressure in the from Westies' defence, but also Rovers has been very good. As West win the tap, they've sent it out, trying to get it out past the Rovers.
Whistle there. Oh, yep. There's a third field umpire out there. Sorry, we don't have his name. We didn't recognise him.
No.
Not sure he was there at the start.
I heard a whistle and I was like, where did that come from?
Kick from West to the half-back flag, and the mark's been taken by Flobo. Florence Burke, teaches at Yarra College. Kick looks all right too towards half-back. Oh, it had some distance on it. The teammates didn't read it. Well read by Rovers. The mark taken by Lara Harding. She's had a good first quarter. Nice kick too inside 50. Out in front of Ebony Abbott McCormick and Kyan Campbell. Abbott McCormick does the shepherding. Just can't quite pick it up yet, Campbell. Two Westie defenders there, so it's a 2-on-2 contest. Good tackling. The ball spills free and Westies will clear. Might have been Carmichael again with the kick out to the half-back flank.
Yeah, that's right. And I think the boundary line will beat them all.
Melissa Jones in pursuit for Westies, and well, looks like we're getting a kick in for last disposal, are we?
I'd say so. And
I wouldn't have thought that was deliberate. We've got boundary umpires out there.
Yeah, so Lara Harding, she sends it straight in. Unfortunately, unable to take it by her teammate as the ball hits the ground. Got a bit of a tussle, but Westies were able to send it back out. Is the boundary going to beat them again? I think so.
Now we get a throw in. I just wondered if we got the rule maybe last kick or something like that. But there it is, the quarter time siren. A very good start to the preliminary final for Rovers. They lead West 4-4-28 to one straight goal 6.
Yes.
You got goal kickers?
I've missed some of the goal kickers.
I've got them.
So I know, we had Ebony McCormack, she had 2. Demi Braun had 1. Dorina Hansen had 1. And then on the other side we had Michelle Ellis for West.
That almost reads like those two clubs leading goal kickers coming into the final series. All 4 of those ladies have been amongst them during the course of the season and amongst them again in the first term. So a great start for the Double Blues. Westies are going to have to dig deep. They're going to get themselves back into the game and make a bid to play in their 4th successive AFL Central Australia Women's Competition Grand Final. We're going to have a short break on ICTV, but we'll be back with the second term soon. Don't go anywhere.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles.
When I was vaping and when I was just about to finish my vape, there was like some disgusting battery like taste right at the end.
Everyone just thought it was just water and flavouring.
That's scary, man.
Watch out for these new videos on ICTV this week.
My name is Amelia Mackenzie. I'm from Roxby Downs, Endamuka. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than Endamuka. It's really fun. I like being involved. It's a sort of recognition. It makes me proud of what it means to me.
We can be a long pronoun on its own or a short pronoun added to the end of a word. Both mean we, but they are in different parts of the sentence. For example, nganarna ampurni and ampurnila.
We were really lucky to be asked to put on this breakfast, and the department helped us organise it and fund it. So, we just got to it, and we've had a really successful breakfast.
What an honour, what a privilege. Look around you. How good is this? I mean, what a way to start a school day, which just happened when I was at school.
Oh, look, it's wonderful to be here.
I'm here now with Levine Natakarua. We're at the girls' luncheon here at Tikopela Hill, and the theme this year is the next generation, strength, vision and legacy. What a great theme it is there, especially for our next generation. Levine, can you just tell us first, how did the girls' luncheon come about?
We just thought of what we could do.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALLS, is a free legal service for all women. CALLS lawyers can help with legal problems including family, domestic and sexual violence, child protection, family law, criminal legal advice, financial counselling, employment law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
I've heard people get nicotine poisoning before.
Especially when you're like giving it to yourself, you know, like too much.
You think because it's got that nice flavour, nice packaging, but when you have it too much, it makes you feel real sick in the guts. That's true.
Ready, set, go! ICTV! ICTV, show hours!
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
When I used to vape, because I'm a football player, I play football, I was puffed out, like can't breathe, can't catch, nothing.
It's not only physical health, but mental health as well.
Yeah. That's
scamming.
Welcome back to ICTV and our coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Women's Competition Preliminary Final. Rovers leading West by 22 points at quarter time. This coverage proudly brought to you by the Central Australian Aboriginal Congress and the Central Australian Women's Legal Service. Congress keeping our community strong and healthy, and the Central Australian Women's Legal Service standing up for fairness, equality and safety for women across our region. And it's the women that are running across Traeger Park right now as the second quarter gets underway, and West player Maddie Prendergast got a little handball away off half-back but straight into a pack of players. And by letting it go and letting the ball come out of the pack as Renee James gets a kick up towards the wing now for Westies.
Sends it into the Ellis direction. Ellis was got possession but wasn't able to get it. Well, she didn't get a clean kick, but she's managed to mop it up and she sent it in through and unable to score the major and just got a minor behind.
Heartening for West, though, after conceding that first term. That was their best passage of play to start things off in this second term.
Absolutely, as we see Rovers captain Maggie Johnson, she's elected to play on as she sends the ball out to the Gap Road side in the Keeley Bishop direction. Unfortunately, I think the boundary there is going to beat them, and I think in this case we'll see West with the kick in from the last touch.
Yeah, that looks like what's being applied.
So West, they're looking for their options, but looks like Abbott McCormack has just taken an easy mark there on the 50-metre arc. She's looking for her options as we see a bit of movement. Just seeing who she's trying to go for there in, I think that may have been Churchill, but it's been wrapped up. No, the ball spilled out before the umpire could do anything. The ball's gone up in the air and the boundary has won this possession.
So it should be a Westies free kick, and Annabelle Glossop to take it out on the Gap Road side wing. Much better start to the second term for West. The ball's been in their half. Well, for the minute and almost 2 minutes that we played. Kick to the half-forward flank is a pretty good one too, and the mark's been taken by Rachel Devine. So moving forward and looking to get it inside that attacking 50 again for West. They will get it inside the attacking 50, but only just. The Double Blues have got some defenders back there, and a soccer off the ground. Gets the ball out towards their half-back flank area now. Another pack around this. Some good tackling there by the Double Blues. Lara Harding applying the tackle, and the umpire will call for a ball up. So still half-forward flank for Westies.
Yeah, that's right. As the ball goes up, no one's been able to take clean possession out of it, but I reckon we'll go for another ball up here. Oh no!
Called it a sling.
Yep. So Abbott McCormack's been pulled up for a sling at tackle. So Westies now have possession, looking for their options. They're going in the Ellis direction. Ellis wasn't able to take possession. The ball's been cleared, but straight to a Westies player who wasn't able to get the kick away. But Westies still in control of this ball as it gets sent in. And we have, looks like Joanne Kennedy there going for the ball, but the boundary line will beat them all.
About 30 metres around the throw-in from the Westies goal, doing all the attacking in the second term. They need to. They're down by 21 points on the scoreboard at the moment, so they gather for the boundary throw-in. It's like Flobo.
Yep, and Kiala Sator were nominated as ruck, but it looks like the ball's gone straight over both of them. Ball's gone down. Demi Braun has taken the ball out. No,
Westies
coming
free.
back.
Going to be a Westies free. Jessica Harnischweger.
Yes, so she just has done well these last couple of seasons, and winning, I think, the Margaret Little medal last year.
And we've done well if we can pronounce the surname correctly. Harnischweger. It's not an easy one, and the kick is a pretty good one. We're going to mark another shot at goal coming up here for Westies.
And it's gone to Hope Skeen,
the coach.
She's going to take her time. She's almost directly in front. Will be kicking from about 48. Unfortunately,
might have passed that.
You reckon that was all part of the plan?
Turned out nicely.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd if I had an option to kick to Michelle Ellis, I probably would too.
She kicked their only goal so far, West. And this has been a bright start to the second term. They looked a bit shell-shocked at quarter time after the lightning start by the Double Blues. Oh, nice kick. That'll do.
She made no mistake, Michelle, for her second goal. As we now see the score of West 2-1-13, Rovers 4-4-28, as the Amara replay is shown on TV.
Yeah, we'll get a pretty good angle on this from the ICTV cameras. It's probably worth mentioning too that blustery conditions out there today, and we think if it is favouring one end of the ground, it may well be favouring the end West are going to in this second term, and where Rovers kicked to in the first term, that's what we call the gap end of the ground. There's a change in the ruck. Ebony Abbott McCormack goes in there for the Double Blues and slaps it forward. You get another little toe poke on it. Looking for a free kick to Rita Hanson, and the umpire's going to give it to her.
Yep.
Held when not in possession of the footy. She's got it 55 metres out from goal. She'll be looking for a pass. Well, left the lead go from full forward, and then she went long off the side of the boot a little bit out into the pocket where Monique George will lead in the race for the ball. Couldn't keep it in, boundary throw in.
No, and isn't he a little boundary umpire? But great to see. We've got all ages down here umpiring.
Bit of pocket money there.
Yes. As the ball comes back in, the ruck is won by West, but still they've taken clean possession. They're sending the ball out. Can't see it looks like Tiffany Tregear direction, but the ball, no, the umpire's called.
Double Blues are going to get this.
So I reckon it might have been holding the ball there.
Is that Harding again?
That's Harding. Very reliable, sends the ball into DeLacy Hanson.
The Hansons, and we're not talking music.
And we're not talking brothers, we're talking sisters.
Yeah, they are on song though at Traeger Park today. They're both having good games. Kick went to the hot spot. punched away by the West defenders. Young Braun in on the bottom of the pack there for the Double Blues. The umpire thought he was going to call for a ball up, let things go. Kyan Campbell comes away with it. Kick forward was partly smothered. Monique George tries to gather for the Double Blues. Braun comes in to assist, gave her a little bit of time. But, the kick just dribbled off the boot, and then Braun still in there fighting hard, gets a handball out, then a second opportunity to get it out to Hansen. Hansen snaps in towards goal straight to the West defender.
Yeah, the West defender thought about playing on, but she thought better of it. Just to slow the ball down, look for her options. So she's sending the ball back out.
It was Sally Crisp too that kicked it.
Yep. West have elected to play on. They've gone down now to the Gap Road end, and Michelle Ellis, she's taken a nice mark there. Was that? Oh, yeah, so Westies still in possession of it as they run the ball down, still on the wing. There's been a bounce.
Well, there's Michelle Ellis.
Oh,
that's all right, she's tapped it inside the attacking 50 for Westies and picks it up and slips the handball out. Opportunity here, they run in towards goal. There was a bounce. The kick has gone wide. And through for one behind, but moving the footy almost the length of the field that time, West.
Yeah, that was a good passage of play. Unfortunately, just weren't able to capitalise on it. As Rovers now bring the ball back in from their defensive side.
Done all the scoring so far, West. 1 goal, 2 in this term. Rovers yet to score.
They've gone in to Lara Harding. She's looking for her options. She's gone in Dorina Hansen's direction, and those safe hands there have taken possession. She kicks now to, that looks like DeLacy Hansen.
She gets some distance with her kicks.
Yeah, I think they both can kick a ball, that's for sure. As we see now West, who've taken possession of the ball. There's been...
whistle on that.
Yep.
High contact was a signal from umpire Braun. He gave the signal too, and now he's called play on advantage. So Westies from the wing through Gigi Dads. Kicks it up to the half-forward flank. That was a clever tap. The footy over to Joanne Kenny. Kenny under a little bit of pressure. They're mixing it up with handball here. And now Hope Scan, the coach, she gets one to go about 5 metres forward. Ellis picks up, gives it back to Scan. Scan's kick is towards a dangerous spot. Getting back there, though, is Ebony Abbott McCormick for the Double Blues. And after kicking a couple of goals in the opening term, she's going back and defending strongly now. Long kick out to young Braun. Demi Lee Braun marks on the half-back flank.
Yeah, there was no... doubt about that. She was taking that ball. She's looking for her options. Doesn't seem to be too many, but she sends it. Oh, unfortunately, it's been cut off by Westies. Westies now, they've sent it back, but there's just Abbott McCormack, and she'll just say, yep, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
I'll give some credit to the West player there that kicked it forward. She'd been battling hard out in that far side wing, and we might not have mentioned her, Harriet Scandol, but playing well.
Yep, so Abbott McCormack, she's unfortunately gone straight to the arms of Westies. There's been a little chip kick over, which hasn't met the target. The ball's gone to ground. There's a bit of a tussle, and I think the ball's under there, and umpire Kenny Braun has said, yep, I'll take that one, thank you.
So ball up, footy just forward of wing with Westies heading forward. Delise Jenner doing the ruck work for West. I think Abbott McCormack might have got the tap though.
Yep.
West will get the little kick forward. Hope Scan. She's come into the game, the coach, so she's leading by example. The kick goes inside the attacking 50 for the Double Blues. Footy picked up by Kiara Campbell. Her kick's gone over the boundary line on that far side. So is that a younger sister for Cayenne, Kiara?
Yes, it is. And we see there's a good little tussle here happening in this far side of the ball as Michelle Ellis sends that ball in. And I'm not sure. I thought she may have been going for one of her teammates, but I reckon that wind's playing a bit of havoc. If you can see the trees, they're moving quite rapidly.
Great distance with the kick too, which might indicate there was a little bit behind it. All Rovers to a 1-2, not in their favour out on the grandstand side from the kick in, but the one's done pretty good to put enough pressure on to see the ball over the boundary line. That was Melanie Churchill. We'll get a boundary throw in right on the attacking 50 for West. Looks like Delise Jenner coming in to do the ruck work for Westies, and Dorina Hansen puts her hand up. So does her teammate, Ashley Lynch. Hansen will do it. The taller opponent there, Delise Jenner, got the tap away for Westies. Pack over the top of this one. Umpire Phil Nipris watches pretty closely and then calls for a ball up. It's about 45 metres out from the west goal. They are back in this game.
Yeah, that's right, and they've managed to keep it in their half for quite some time, but just not able to capitalise on the scoreboard. As we see another bit of a tussle as the ball's gone to ground. Hanson's in there. She was trying to grab the ball, but with absolutely no luck there. And it's been put on the boot and sent in.
Just got the kick out.
Yeah, so quite lucky there as Rovers get the ball out, I reckon, in the other Hanson direction. And that's gone as far as Betty Meeks. Betty's put in the Cayenne Campbell direction, but the bounce is just, it's just not gone her way.
That's a good tackle. Very good tackle.
As Meek looks for her options, she's gone to Abbott McCormack, who's just casually, just gone, well, I'll have that one. She's a bit far out to score here, but she elects to play on. She might go all the way, will she? No, she's looked, no, so unfortunately her teammates were going the other direction. West, they've taken possession as they fight to get the ball out. Rovers' defence here in their forward 50 has been tough, and we've seen now West with the clean mark. Still in the Rovers' forward attacking 50.
Chest mark being taken for West by Gigi Dads, starting to get a bit of the football. We've had Jono go down and check on that pronunciation for the Christian name, Gigi. Gigi Dads, lots of dads out there too. Father's Day tomorrow, we got a free kick. And it's going to go Rovers' way.
Probably unlucky not to get a 50 there, I'd say, Lara Harding.
Florence Burke threw the ball back with a little bit of extra spice on it. Harding's had a great start to the game. Her first quarter and a half has been excellent. Kick will go deep into the forward pocket for Rovers, or it cleared everyone. Getting back, there's the two Hansons. This time Dorina gets it, goes in towards goal. The kick's gone across the face and out of bounds on the full. They were both there, Dorina and DeLacy.
Yeah, unfortunately just not able to capitalise. They are yet to score this quarter, so they've scored all their goals in the first quarter. As we've got just over a minute remaining in this second quarter as Rovers, and that looked like
Delise Jenner.
Delise Jenner just took a mark there and sent the ball out to the Gap Road side, but it was too far away from everyone and accept the boundary.
So Kiara Campbell will get a chance for a second kick. I think she only came onto the ground in this quarter.
Yeah, yep. So it looks like she's going to take possession. She goes in the Betty Meeks direction. Betty's taken the nice mark. She's looking for her options. Looks like she's got Lara Harding.
Racking up the possession.
Yes, Lara's looking for her options, and she's gone to Dorina Hanson. Dorina was able to control after the bounce. She's gone up, put it up for Cayenne Campbell. Cayenne's taken an easy mark, almost directly in front. And she's got a pretty good kick on her as well, Cayenne, so you'd have to back her for this.
Daughter of AFL player Fred Campbell, mum and her sisters, they were pretty fine sports ladies here too. They used to tear up the basketball court at Traeger Park.
Well, we've seen the siren go.
This will be their first score of the quarter.
Yes, it will.
So Cayenne Campbell, 30 metres out.
Oh, the goalie's moved and he said, no, that's a behind. So only a behind to Rovers this quarter as halftime scores are West 2-3-15, Rovers 4-5-29. So a bit of a comeback by West, but just not on the scoreboard, but able to capitalise on or keep Rovers quiet, I should say.
Yeah, they kicked 1-3 to the point that we just saw from Rovers after the halftime siren. A few opportunities that might have went begging the 3 points there for another goal or two, and well then scores are just about level. But they got themselves back into the game, Westies. Goal kickers up until half time for Rovers. Well, same four goals that they had kicked at quarter time. Ebony Abbott McCormack with 2 of them, and 1 each to Dorina Hanson and Demi Lee Braun. And for Westies,
Michelle Ellis was able to kick another goal, so that's 2 for Rovers.
And she certainly gave them She certainly gave them plenty to aim for around half forward as well. So half-time, Rovers 4-5-29 lead, West 2-3-15. Stay with us on ICTV. We get a short break now for half-time, and then we'll be back with the second half of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Women's Competition Preliminary Final.
When I was vaping and when I was just about to finish my vape, there was like some disgusting battery like taste right at the end.
Everyone just thought it was just water and flavouring.
That's scamming.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles.
Share your message with ICTV. Do you have an ad that needs to reach Indigenous Australians living in remote areas? Advertising on ICTV is an extremely effective way of communicating your message. ICTV can deliver your message in a way that connects community members and encourages positive engagement. If you would like to advertise with ICTV, contact us via our website or check us out on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. ICTV, showing our way.
ICTV presents Our Bedtime Stories. Traditional bedtime stories for children told by elders in language. Sunday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
Yes, it's time for our story.
ICTV, showing our way.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems including family, domestic and sexual violence, child protection, family law, criminal legal advice, financial counselling, employment law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. A different colour represents each category. Our country is red. It plays on Sunday night for 2 hours and features videos from a different region around Australia each week. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
Hello, you're watching ICT.
ICTV.
V.
ICTV.
V. So I hope you enjoyed the show and yeah, have a good night, good evening, good morning. My name's Daniel and you're watching ICT. V.
I've heard people get nicotine poisoning before.
Especially when you're like giving it to yourself, you know, like too much.
You think because it's got that nice flavour, nice packaging, but when you have it too much, it makes you feel real sick in the guts. That's true.
Watch out for these new videos on ICTV this week.
My name is Amelia Mackenzie. I'm from Roxby Downs, Endamuka. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than Endamuka. It's really fun. I like being involved. It's a sort of recognition. It makes me proud of what it means to me.
We can be a long pronoun on its own or a short pronoun added to the end of a word. Both mean we, but they are in different parts of the sentence. For example, nganarna ampurni and ampurnila.
We were really lucky to be asked to put on this breakfast, and the department helped us organise it and fund it. So, we just got to it, and we've had a really successful breakfast.
What an honour, what a privilege. Look around you. How good is this? I mean, what a way to start a school day, which just happened when I was at school.
Oh, look, it's wonderful to be here.
I'm here now with Levine Natakaroa. We're at the girls' luncheon here at Te Kupeawa Hill. And the theme this year is the next generation, strength, vision and legacy. What a great theme it is there, especially for our next generation. Levine, can you just tell us first, how did the girls' luncheon come about?
We just thought of what we could do.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
When I used to vape, because I'm a football player, I play football, I was puffed out, like can't breathe, can't catch, nothing.
It's not only physical health, but mental health as well.
Yeah, that's
scary.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems including family, domestic and sexual violence, child protection, family law, criminal legal advice, financial counselling, employment law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
And welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Women's Competition Preliminary Final. The second half has just got underway. This broad telecast being brought to you by the Central Australian Aboriginal Congress and the Central Australian Women's Legal Service. It's all Central Australian, and so is the footy as West go forward. Nice pass and nice mark too taken by Michelle Ellis. She's kicked 2 goals in the first half. Westies need more from her.
Yeah, as she's elected to play on and did a bit of a sidestep. Unfortunately, the ball hasn't gone in their favour, but it's still in their forward 50. As we see now, the boundary umpire is just about to send it back in.
Half-time score, Rovers 4-5-29, West 2-3-15.
Yeah, so we've got, looks like Kenny and...
Might be Sator.
Kiala Sator going up in the ruck. The ball's come down. There's a bit of a tussle. I reckon there's going to be a ball up again.
I love it, even with the women's competition. Shirley Taylor mentioning some of those surnames, Sators and Brawns. We've become used to them over the years. It's great to see the families involved. A little kick forward there by West into the forward pocket off the boot of Jessica Harnischfegger. That's right. Probably not one we're used to.
No, that's probably not one, but I wonder if Kiala's dad is watching her play this game. Obviously, he was name mentioned down here at Traeger Park many a times, as the ball is still in West forward 50, and the umpire says, yep, I will have that one.
What we're seeing at the start of this third term, Cheryl, is something we didn't see in the first two quarters. Play at the basketball stadium end of the ground. Both teams were able to score at the other end of the ground. We've got a blood rule coming up here.
And looks like it's the West player, Joanne Kenny.
She doesn't seem to be convinced that she's bleeding. Or doesn't think it's too bad.
I think she needed some backup from her teammates to go, yep, that's you.
It's a bit tough plays underway without her being replaced. I would have thought she should have the time to get off the ground, and they should be able to replace her in that position. But West still managed to get the footy, and they get it forward, and they've got a mark within goal kicking range. Madison Ludwig has taken the mark, and she can shoot for goal 35 metres out. So this will be on the range for most of the ladies.
Yep, she's put it up, and it's going to go Michelle Ellis. She's gone up, but unfortunately unable to take possession. Satur was able... Oh, no, that was Monique George. She got it out. Still Rovers fighting for the ball. No one seems to be able to pick it up. Harding, she's got it. She's chucked it straight on the boot and out there, and to, I reckon that's Keely Bishop. Keely's played on. She's put the ball out onto the Gap Road side.
Is there a free kick upfield? Everything seems to have come to a stop. I think there's a free kick upfield, and maybe DeLacy Hanson's going to take it.
Maybe.
She's going to hand it off?
No, Bishop. So
it's a 50.
She's come down. She's looking for her options as she's directly opposite us. Doesn't look like she's convinced with her option, but she goes in the Lara Harding direction. Lara wasn't able to take possession. Ball comes out. Looks like West will come out with it as they send it out. And I reckon that's George. No, she's not going to be able to pick it up either. And that was Nelson Bray. Ball's gone out. No, it's been able to come out with Dorina Hansen. She's got the ball out. Sent the ball in the other Hansen direction onto Demi Braun. Demi's taken one bounce. She's burned off one Westie's opponent as she sends the ball in. Abbott McCormack, she wasn't able to take possession of the ball, but Cayenne Campbell has picked up the crumbs. She snapped at it. Oh, and I don't think the bounce is very nice. So in will come her teammate in Briley Kerrin and say, I will make sure it goes through.
Well, there you go. Look, probably a bit unlucky she didn't get the goal herself, Cayenne Campbell. I don't think she'll care that Briley Kerrin is the one who finished it off. Here's the Amara live action replay.
Just that bounce wasn't going her way.
And look, that play set up by Demi Lee Braun, willing to take on the opposition and use her pace. Running through half forward, she took them on. They were right behind them. She still had the courage to have a bounce and deliver it long inside 50.
That's right. So that was the first score for this third term, as we've got West 2-3-15, Rovers 5-5-35. So 20 points difference here as the ball is back in the middle. Ball goes up. West were able to get the tap out, but not into anyone's favour. As here we go, Braun again. She tries to get a little toe poke out.
I think there was a push in the back there.
Yep, so there's a free kick given to Jessica
Harnischfegger. Jessica, hard name.
Yep. She sends the ball in the direction of, and that looks like Skian.
I think.
Ball goes down, out. There's a bit of a fumble. No one able to take clean possession and get the ball out. Braun's in there. She's trying. Bishop, no. And then we've got the umpire who says, I will take it and I will do a ball up.
Not much of a Demi Lee Braun, but she doesn't mind getting in amongst the action in the middle of the pack. And she can run when it gets loose. Flobo trying to bust her way out of the pack. She's been caught in the tackle though, Florence Burke. The free kick will go to Rovers. They'll get it at half-back, and the ruckman, Ashley Lynch, will take it. Should I say ruckman or ruck person?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Not sure. Goes in the Abbott McCormack direction. She was unable to take clean possession of the ball, and we've got the umpire who goes, yep, I will have that up. We've got Abbott McCormack, and I couldn't see who was going up. Oh, there we go.
Jenna.
They went up for the ruck. Reggie's come out with the ball. She wasn't able to take clean possession. The ball dribbles out. It's gone in the direction of Scandal. Scandal gets the ball out, but it's as far as the Rovers captain there.
Johnson?
In Maggie Johnson, sorry, yes. But the ball's been stolen there by Westies as they come back out, and it's in that Gap Road end.
Back to Scandal again, Harriet Scandal. She's had a decent go out on that Gap Road side wing. The kick out in front of her teammate, nicely gathered there by Rachel Devine. But, her use of the ball forward's gone to the Double Blues, and they come back to the half-forward flank.
And we've got Hanson again, I reckon.
Kick inside 50. Ebony Abbott McCormick leading for the race for the footy. Tied in on the boundary line. She controlled it nicely at ground level. Gets a kick back to the hot spot at the top of the goal square. Dorena Hanson there in a marking contest. Can't take it. Good pressure there by the West defence. Somehow they squeeze a kick out of the pack, and it's rolled out towards the defensive 50. Double Blues leading in the race for the footy. This effort, though, by the West backline has been very, very good. Harriet Scandal getting involved again. Couldn't take the footy with her. In fact, it wasn't Harriet Scandal. Just wait if I see a little bit of a look at that number. It's Tiffany Traeger, and she'll kick in towards the wing area, and she's found Renee James with the mark for West.
Yeah, so Renee James is looking for her next options. She's gone out to that Gap Road wing into her teammates who've taken possession but no other options, so the ball's been kicked out. Rovers have been able to capitalise on that. They said, yep, we'll take that, we'll clear it out. We've got Bishop, she puts it on the boot, she sends it to her teammates, and that looked like Harding, I think. Harding sent it out. Briley Kieran tried to soccer off the ground, but it didn't go too far as the fight goes in the middle. Sorry, Kieran's been rewarded now with a free kick. She plays on quickly to Dorena Hanson. However,
Good
Hanson was beaten there in Glopson?
Glossop.
Westies, they elect to play on our side as we get a nice mark right in front of us here. Going centre it into the middle.
They're playing better.
They are, and just possession football is what you need to do, but kick unfortunately wasn't quite well. That went, and it looks like Kiala Sator was able to bring it out, but it's gone then. Bit of a ping-pong game here between Burke and Sator as West look for their options. Ball gets sent in, but looks like Churchill will just take an easy mark there and say, yep, I'll take that. She's just going to settle it down for a bit.
Numbers advantage out on the grandstand side, so the kick goes in that direction, and DeLacy Hanson takes the mark. She's right on the defensive 50-metre line. Umpire calling the West player back on the mark. It's their coach, Hope Scan. I need plenty of that when I'm scanned. Lots of hope. I'm not very good at it. Mark taken for Westies. There's Annabelle Glossop again, so a couple of possessions for her in this term. Kick not quite there for Chelsea Nelson-Bray. Rovers with the kick back towards the wing, through the hands there of Ebony Abbott McCall, and then through the legs of the West player, Katrina Smith. Footy gathered by Rovers, and in towards goal goes Briley Karen. Kyan Campbell will get there first, just keeps it in inside the boundary line, gets around onto the right boot, snaps around the body, and that's a nice finish. Kyan Campbell kicks the goal for the Double Blues.
Yeah, that's right, and it was a very good play there, I think, by Rovers, who were able to capitalise of that ball going down into their forward 50. That now takes Rovers 6-5-41 to West 2-3-15. As the ball looks to come back. That was Campbell's first goal for the game.
She's set a couple up though.
I was just going to say, but she's been very strong in their forward 50.
Footy back in the middle. And it's the scoring at that end of the ground. There's only been, I think, one goal kicked towards the basketball stadium end. Westie's got that in the first term. Ball comes out towards the grandstand side wing.
Harding, she's been a bit unlucky not to get a free kick there.
Might get it anyway.
Yep.
Been one of their best players picking up possessions at will through the midfield.
That's right. As she puts the ball out in the Hanson-Dorina direction. Those hands didn't quite work that time as the ball comes down. West trying to sneak the ball out, but Demi Braun comes in. She's unable to get the ball out. There's a bit of a push and tumble going on there. Umpire's just gone play on, but it's gotten to a point where he's gone, no, I'll take that.
Demi Lee Braun out of her weight division there, but she did manage to move her West opponent off the footy. A sneaky little push. Ball up. And Jenna got the tap down for West, and they'll get the kick. There was some good raving there. The kick went from the wing. She clean bowled everyone up there. Joanne Kenny in pursuit there for Westie. She won't get there first. The double blues will. Umpire letting things go as the pack develops around the footy. Now he's spotted something. A throw in there, said Kenny Braun. And the free kick is going to go which way? Double blues
Rovers.
Get it?
Yes.
So from inside the defensive 50, they'll keep it out wide. Pretty good kick too, and the chest mark's been taken by Keely Bishop. Half-back flank for the Blues. Kicks looking for DeLacy Hanson. Good effort there by the West player to get across and get a hand on that Chelsea Nelson Bray. And now the double Blues able to pick up, but slung to the ground as the handball came out, and it was called a sling tackle too by the umpire. And Rovers will get the free kick on the half-back flank, and maybe a 50-metre penalty too for Keely Bishop.
So we've seen in the past Rovers been able to capitalise on these sort of situations, so we'll see if that happens. As the ball, I reckon, the mark I should say, will go to the 50. Yep, Keely elects to do the hand pass to Hanson. Hanson, she elects to play on, goes straight in looking for Campbell. Unfortunately, it goes over her head, but we've got Abbott McCormack. She's there fighting for the ball as Cayenne comes to the side and tries to get a sneaky pass out, not working. As there's just a sea of red and white at the moment as West come out with it. The bounce did not go the way of the West player.
Harriet Scandal it was. She did well to get the kick in the end.
Well, that's right. It's West Gigi Dads sends the ball out. There's a bit of a tussle on the ground. It's all Westies at the moment, so you'd expect them to clear it out, which they have. And it's gone in the Melissa Jones direction, but taken there by Keely Bishop.
She's had a good 5-minute patch. Keely Bishop from centre half forward. Kick it just inside 50. West player came out to meet it, and then they left it for Jessica Harnefschegger. She kicks into the centre. Pretty awkward bounce there for West on the cricket pitch. Pretty good one for Monique George for the double blues. She kicks it forward, and the mark's been taken by Demi Lee Braun. Been impressed. This young lady, she kicks it deep inside the attacking 50 now for the double blues. No one to get there for the marking contest, but taking it on the bounce, Ebony Abbott McCormack feeds the handball off to Dorina Hanson. Hanson runs into goal, and a wait on the goal umpire. I think she's put it through. Yes, it's a goal. The double blues get their 7th on the board, and Dorina Hanson gets her 2nd.
That's right. The umpire moved a bit there, and then he took a bit of a while to...
Amara live action replay. We just saw the goal. Let's wait for the suspense here from the goal umpire. Oh, no, we didn't get it. But he left us all hanging there for a while.
That's right, because he moved a fair bit, and I thought, that looked like it went in, but...
Great play by Ebony Abbott McCormack too, to get the ball off to Dorina Hanson. It was very unselfish. She's played forward in the first term, then in defence in the second term, and now back in the forward line in the third term. She must light the gap end of the ground.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's probably good coaching too, depending on which way the wind's going. You want a forward to kick goals when you've got it. You want a defending when you haven't. There is the 3/4 time siren. The double blues kicked 3 goals in that term, held West scoreless. And Rovers lead at 7-5-47 to West 2-3-15. Have you got goal kickers for Rovers?
Yeah, so Rovers were able to add to their tally. We've still got Ebony Abbott McCormack with 2, Dorina Hanson, who's now on 2, Demi Braun on 1, Briley Kieran kicked one, and so did Kyan Campbell, and the one goal scorer for West, Michelle Ellis.
So the margin was 22 points in favour of Rovers at quarter time, 14 points at half time as West came back, but the Double Blues have stretched out to 32 points at the final break. Stay with us on ICTV. We'll be back with the final quarter of the preliminary final shortly.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems including family, domestic and sexual violence, child protection, family law, criminal legal advice, financial counselling, employment law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
When I was vaping and when I was just about to finish my vape, there was like some disgusting battery like taste right at the end.
Everyone just thought it was just water and flavouring.
That's scamming.
Head to ictv.com.au/languages. ICTV's Indigenous language online resource that aims to preserve and strengthen Indigenous languages. You can access videos according to language group and according to your learning level. ICTV, showing our way.
ICTV, showing your way, my way, our way. Highway.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles.
I've heard people get nicotine poisoning before.
Especially when you're like giving it to yourself, you know, like too much.
You think because it's got that nice flavour, nice packaging, but when you have it too much, it makes you feel real sick in the guts. That's true.
Go. Action. Hi, my name is Kirim Larry and I'm from Kupanya.
Hi, my name is Takin Jimmy, I'm from Kalkurinji.
And you're watching ICTV. Showing our way. Hi. And you're watching ICTV.
Showing you.
Hi, my name is Kirim Larry and I'm from Kupanya.
Hi, my name is Takin Jimmy, I'm from Kalkurinji.
And you're watching ICTV. Showing our way.
Watch out for these new videos on ICTV this week.
My name is Amelia Mackenzie. I'm from Roxby Downs, Endomuka. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than Endomuka. It's really fun. I like being involved. It's a sort of recognition. It makes me proud of what it means to me.
We can be a long pronoun on its own or a short pronoun.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
When I used to vape, because I'm a football player, I play football, I was puffed out, like can't breathe, can't catch, nothing.
It's not only physical health, but mental health as well.
Yeah. That's scamming.
And the final quarter of ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Women's Preliminary Final just gets underway. Westies have got some work to do, trailing Rovers by 32 points as the ball heads out towards the Gap Road side wing. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Sheryl Taylor. A lot of work for Westies to do now. They need a couple of quick ones.
Yeah, they do, just to build their momentum and have a little bit of confidence. We'll see if they'll be able to do it, as the ball has gone up and the umpire has now said, I will have that, and we will do that again. As we see Lynch and...
accidental legging there.
Yep.
Don't think it was intended, but it was there. Well done, umpire Nippers.
Yeah, Briley Karen is going to take the ball. She sends the ball straight into the Abbott McCormack direction.
Oh, that's a good mark.
That's right. And unfortunately, West were there. They've been able to take the mark. They've sent it out to the Gap Road side. I tell you what, there's been lots of play on that side of the field.
I think it might have been Salary Crisp that took the mark. We better give her a bit of a mention for that. It was a beauty.
It was. But Rovers have now been able to take possession of the ball as it comes back in. Maybe a push in the back. No, says umpire Ken Braun. Play on.
He's found the next one, though.
And he's giving that to Westies, and I reckon that's in Reggie Walker. Reggie, she's looking for her options. She sends the ball out to the Gap Road side. It misses everyone, and so there's a bit of a race on there to get the ball. As we look at the umpire, they're all looking at the umpire going, are you going to call something?
Little crew over there underneath the tree of knowledge.
Yes, that's right. As the ball goes up now, West, they've won the tap, but it's gone in the direction of Rovers. Rovers still haven't been able to take clean direction. Yes, they have, and that's Hanson. She's been in a lot of play this time, but it's been dispossessed by Gigi Dad. She's taken the ball down towards West forward. That looked like I was going to say Ellis, but that wasn't Ellis. As we see number 9 in Rachel Devine, she's sent the ball into West forward 50. There's a bit of a race on to get possession. Looks like Mel Churchill's got the ball out, but it hasn't gone too far as we see the ball go over the line and the umpire say, yep, let's send that back in.
Well, this is the end. All the scoring's been done. All bar one goal in the game kicked at this end of the ground, so Westies certainly need that to continue, but they need to kick more than any other team's been able to do in a quarter. Rovers got 4 in the first term. Westies currently need 5, so they've got to get a wriggle on and get a wriggle on shortly. Attempted kick inside 50 was smothered, so the Rovers defence holding up, and there's another smother. So this is great stuff by the Double Blues. Standing firm on the defensive 50. Now a long kick will clear it right into the centre. Big punch away there by Dorina Hanson, but the umpire spotted a free kick over the shoulder. It's going to go Rovers' way anyway.
That looks like it is going to Keely Bishop. No, sorry. That's
Betty Mayeki. Or Mayeki.
She's looking for her option. She does a little chip over to the Briley Kieran direction. However, Westies were there who weren't able to get the ball away, and the umpire has said, I will ball that up.
Even contest there between the two ruckmen. Ball heads forward in West direction. Nice little handball fed out by Chelsea Nelson-Bray, who's worked her way into the game in the second half. The kick goes inside the 50 for West. Michelle Ellis gets back there. Just couldn't get a handle on the football. Now she does a little bit of shepherding for her teammate. The handball does come out to Ellis now. She runs in towards goal from about 30 metres out. Taiti Shangle. She's put it through for her third. Westies get a much-needed goal. Maybe they're still in this preliminary final. Their season's still alive. And Michelle Ellis is keeping it alive. 3 goals.
That's right. She's been their only goal scorer at this game, which is they're probably missing
Caitlin Couch.
Caitlin, who was also, a bit of a goal scorer, but also certainly had the skills to play footy. So as the ball comes back in, West 3-3-21, Rovers 7-5-47.
The Rovers half-back line's working overtime at the moment. They're doing a good job. Maybe the damn wall's about to burst.
Yeah, maybe. I have been impressed with Rovers' defensive style of play as the ball goes up. West win it. It's gone down, and it's gone down in the West direction. Oh, no, sorry. It's been taken out there by Rovers as it goes into their forward 50. And we see Bishop, she's got the ball. She sent it into Cayenne, but it's gone over Cayenne Campbell's head and it's hit the post. And there will be a ball in because it's the further end of the post.
And we're going to pay a kick now, are we?
I think
it hit the post, so that's a boundary throw in. And we're going to get a ball up. Eventually we get the ball over to the boundary umpire. We thought we knew what was going on, and we were proved right. But this is where Rovers want the footy. They can set up a wall here and just keep it at their end of the ground for 5 minutes and thwart any chance of a West comeback. As West try to get it out, Delise Jenner caught in a tackle. Umpire Ken Braun calls for another ball up. Footy still only about 20 metres out from the Rovers goal. Ebony Abbott McCormick doing some ruck work there for the Double Blues. Gee, they put some tackles on. In comes Braun. The ball spills out to Campbell into the open goal. She's put it through, and I think the Double Blues have got it, even though it's early stages of the final term. That margin now getting out beyond Westies.
As we wait for the Amara replay.
I want to see young Braun here.
Yep.
Gee, she's done some real good things today.
She has. She's been obviously one of their better players as well. They've all played really well, which I think has been great. They've had a great team effort.
Any idea how old Demi Lee Braun is?
Oh, she's young.
I just wonder, look with the skill set, players like her and Kyan Campbell were also pretty young.
Yeah.
You watch AFLW, and I tell you what, we've got a couple of players here whose skills are every bit as good as a lot of ladies getting a game in the big league.
Yeah, so I think Debbie may be about 18, 19? Yep.
Had a really good game, not much of her. This lady's had a pretty good game too, to Lacey Hansen, as Dorina Hansen. The kick goes inside 50. Betty Miyake just couldn't quite hold onto the mark, down low to the ground. Keely Bishop comes in to assist. The umpire will call for a ball up though, right on that attacking 50. It's Rovers 8-5-53, West 3-3-21.
Yeah, and I think I was wrong. I think she might be younger than that again. So good future there for Rovers and obviously Braun. As the ball goes in the Kyan Campbell direction, she was able to smother it as she didn't quite get there. She's looked for Abbott McCormack. Abbott McCormack, she's put it on the boot. Is it going to bounce in? No, but Kyan is able to get. She's got the lucky bounce, and same as what probably Briley Kieran did to Campbell. Campbell's now done to Abbott McCormack. And that's Kyan's third goal for the game.
She's probably not ever going to kick one any easier than that. You couldn't possibly miss from there. Thank you.
That's right. It was a sea of Rovers as they were able to shepherd as well for her.
Special mention to Central Australian Aboriginal Congress, one of our sponsors of this telecast. Also the Central Australian Women's Legal Service. I'll say one thing about Congress and their healthy living. Cheryl Lee, if you kick the SIGs, you'll kick more goals.
Exactly. As we've seen with a bit of the Truth or Gammon series going on.
Yeah, same with the vapes.
Yes. As the ball goes up, these guys aren't vaping, they're playing football. As the ball is, no one wants to pick it up. Lara Harding says, I'll come in and get that. She puts the ball out onto the Gap Road side. Unfortunately, her player was overran it, went over her head, but she's fighting in there hard. And there's been a free kick given.
It's going to go Westie's way. Bridie Carmichael.
Yep, she's done a little chip
over.
over.
Oh, sorry, it was Harriet Scandal, my fault.
West, they haven't been able to take clean possession of it on that far Gap Road wing. So there's a bit of a tumble and the ball's gone over the line.
A little bit stalemate out there, a 2-on-2 contest, and everyone having a big group hug.
Oh, it looks like...
Rovers come away with a free.
Yeah, Briley Kieran, she's played on quickly and gone in the Hansen direction. Hansen, she's played on. Kick hasn't got quite as good as what she anticipated, and she's making her sister work hard for that ball. She's taken possession of the ball. She's taken on a few of the West players as she sends the ball in, and unfortunately it's cut off by Westies. Their defence in Annabelle, she sends it out. They're just going to work it out slowly. They've got some options here, West elect to play on, but it's gone as far as Keely Bishop, who's gone, yes, I'll intercept that and I'll send it straight into Abbott McCormack. Oops. She wasn't able to take possession. There's been a bit of a tumble as her teammate in Middleton tried to get it out, but she came to a sea of Westies.
Ball up 45 metres out from the Rovers goal. Ebony Abbott McCormack there in the ruck contest. Tried to take it with her, but then lost possession of it. Gigi Dad's caught in the tackle, and umpire Kenny Braun right there. He's got a beautiful signal holding the ball to decision, and Braun gives the free kick to Braun. He had to this time. There was no bias in that. It was good umpiring, and she's been a very good player. Demi Lee Braun kicked 1 goal. I would think this would be right on her distance. It's not much of her. She has got some leverage on it. Kick goes over the head of the target leading out. It was one of the Hanson sisters. Westies will clear. Quick kick out of defence. Plenty of Rovers there, though. Ball bounced to Casey Ashenden inside the attacking 50 for the Double Blues. Again, the West defence under tons of pressure. Dorina Hanson swooped on the footy, ran in towards goal and put it through for another one for Rovers.
Yeah, they're doing quite well now, Rovers. That's their 3rd goal in the last quarter, and that's Dorina's 3rd. So they're doing quite well. The scoreboard has West 3-3-21. They have not scored since the 2nd quarter to Rovers 10-5-65.
Yeah, look, I don't want to diminish the performance of any other players out there, but the Rovers, probably a quartet almost. Kyan Campbell, Dorina Hanson, DeLacy Hanson and Ebony Abbott McCormick. They just seem head and shoulders above the rest.
Did you mention Braun?
And yeah, we'll toss Braun in too. Michelle Ellis has been the real standout for Westies in that regard, and I've been pretty impressed by the efforts of Harriet Scandol as well. But some classy players in this Double Blues lineup.
Yeah, West did a nice little play to clear the ball out of the midfield into their forward 50, but
yeah, they put Ellis into the middle and she got the kick, so they're trying to get her to play everywhere now.
Make a bit of a play as Ellis goes up for the ruck. She wasn't able to take possession. No one has so far. There's a bit of a tumble. The ball's spilling out. No one's cleared it. Yes, sorry, Westies have cleared it. But Rovers, Demi Braun again, she's come in. Oh. She's been able to clear the ball out, but it's gone as far as the West, as there's been...
Yeah, that was Scandol again.
Scandol, she's...
just lost the bounce. Better tuck in Harding as well as another one of those really classy players.
Yes, yes.
And very good for the Double Blues.
Absolutely, and she's impacted this game. As we see another ball up in West forward 50 as they're trying to make something and hopefully get a major on that scoreboard. As we see Jess run out for Westies. She's trying to take possession. She's got the quick hands out. It's gone for a little chip kick, but hasn't gone to intended. Oh, maybe it is in Ellis. Ellis, she puts the ball on the boot.
Well done.
And there's been a nice mark there taken by
Joanna Kenny.
She's gonna line up on a very tight angle, and Ellis is just going to hang around in the directly in front to see if she can get the quick hands off. But we see Satua, she's hanging close to Ellis and not allowing that. As Kenny goes in for the kick.
Oh, good goal.
Wests are pretty happy with that. And so is the goal umpire, the most important. So that's been very handy for West and very much needed, as the scoreboard now has moved West 4-3-27 to Rovers 10-5-65.
Yeah, look, with 1 minute 20 left on the clock, it's a consolation goal. Good to see someone besides Michelle Ellis bobbing up as well, although Michelle Ellis probably had a bit to do with it getting there.
Yes.
Well done, Joanna Kenny. First person besides Michelle Ellis to kick a goal for West. She's gone into the ruck now. She's put in a big effort. Tough way to finish off when you put in a big effort too, go in for a few ruck contests. So, ball back in the middle. Ebony Abbott McCormick doing the ruck work against Ellis. Ellis taps it to her own advantage. Couldn't quite grab it. Then lays the tackle. And we'll get a ball up in the centre. Rovers look like they're about to get the opportunity to defend their crown against Federal in the grand final next week. And Westies will not be making it 4 straight grand final appearances.
No, they won't. As the ball goes up, it's been given to Westies who've got the hands out. But we've got Satua. She's been very reliable in that back line all season as she sends the ball out in the Betty direction in her teammate. Taking clean possession, obviously, is Braun. She's played it very well. And we've got Hanson again. She's looking for her sister. Is she going to make it? Dorina's looking, goes up, unable to take the mark, but she gets down. Rovers her own.
There's a ball.
Rovers her own ball as the siren goes. So the final score on the scoreboard has West 4-3-27 to Rovers 10-5-65. So Rovers now heading to the grand final to meet Feds, who are waiting there for them.
And in the last quarter, they just went on with it, the Double Blues. This time to the non-scoring end as far as the game went. We've only seen one goal scored at that end in the first 3 quarters, but they put on 3 in that term, 3 straight, and kept Westies to 2 straight for the term. Stretched the margin out from 32 points at 3-quarter time to 38 points at the final break. Some goal kickers, but some names kept popping up there for the Double Blues, a few multiple goal kickers.
Yeah, that's right. They had 5 in the end. So Ebony Abbott McCormack, she ended up with 2. Dorina Hanson, 3. Demi Braun, 1. Briley Kerrin, 1. And Campbell, 3. 2 just for the West, which we had Michelle Ellis and Kenny with that last goal.
So that's it for the preliminary final. Tune in next week to ICTV and you'll see the grand final of the women's competition between Federal and Rovers. We'll leave you now and get ready for a senior men's preliminary final coming up on ICTV. If you're watching at home, just stay on the channel. If you've been watching on the live stream, click out of this one and then click on the next one. You'll see it. It's going to be Pioneer versus Rovers. Click on that one and you can watch live football action from Traeger Park in Alice Springs. My name's Stan Coombe. On behalf of myself and Cheryl Lee Taylor, thanks Cheryl Lee.
Thanks Stan.
Great to be back on board, and we'll be back in 1 week's time for a grand final. Bye from
what
ICTV.
a cracker it would be.
ICTV presents our bedtime stories.
I speak Warramungu language from Tennant Creek.
Traditional bedtime stories for children told by elders in language. Sunday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. ICTV, showing our way.
Welcome to Wankaninti, a little bit of Goldfields Aboriginal languages. Today's film is about 2 ways of saying we in the Bitundadara language. In English, we is a word for when you're talking about you and at least one other person doing something. This is called a pronoun. In many